Oh, it didn't pick up my camera. Okay, I think. Ah, I broke it again. There we go. Okay. Oh no, liberty. So you can definitely tell. Well, I'm prepared. I wasn't overly prepared. And I think... we might be in a good place. Oh man, it's not that I'm disorganized. I'll put that there. That there. Hopefully, that's better. Oh. Throne and liberty. And what settings am I on? Okay, so something somewhere might break at some point, but we will worry about that then. Okay. So admittedly, not the most riveting combat right now. I will be there. I will be more mentally checked in just a second. So I Baby Chaos. So I have. So I'm now streaming. I'm not streaming everything off of my PC. I'm stuck on myself. I'm not streaming everything on my PC anymore. I'm using my ally as a streamer, and I don't know what the quality's like because I've kind of rushed in. Just because, if I'm honest with you, I just really wanted to play. Whoa! How do you do that? You have a secondary PC with OBS on. Yes, so I've got a ROG Ally, which is one of the handheld, like the Steam Deck, but it's got Windows on. I have a capture card.
The materials for the accessory Carvenet wants to craft are desert flower roots, which are found in the monolith wastelands, and cobra wings, which are acquired by hunting cobras. Naturally, these two monsters are infamous in the monolith wastelands for their violent temperaments.
Game volume down, voice up. So this is where the problem is. I've got one mouse and keyboard, which is currently connected to the game. So I'm currently using a touch screen to try and... But let's face it. How's that? Is that better? So far, looking forward to playing tomorrow. Callum, I love it. That's not me being overly dramatic or anything. I actually think it's a really good game. I'm really enjoying the PvE side. I haven't done much PvP. What class am I preferring? So at the moment I'm using a ranger. So I'm using a two-handed sword or greatsword and a bow and arrow. Originally I was going to be going in like, I'm going in as a... I want to be a healer. But for some reason, I just started playing, and I was like, I'm Aragorn. And Aragorn, is this what I thought you might like? Yes. 3 to play. It's not WoW, admittedly. But yeah, I mean, look, in terms of like gameplay and stuff, it's still tab targeting. It works really well with a controller. To the extent of I actually prefer using a controller. You know how like when you're playing WoW or you're playing anything else, you get like, or any other MMO really, you can change how your toolbar looks. So in a perfect world, I'll be using 1 through to 6 and then shift 1 to 6, control 1 to 6. But you can't do that here. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I mean, to kind of prove a point to an extent, can you not use a controller with the ally? I mean, if I was playing the game on ally, I've always been mouse and keyboard, so we'll probably use that. Which is fair. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to quickly switch, because the way that I seem to have everything set up this time around, you can actually see my UI. So when my controller connects and I'm not tangled in wire hell. Whoop, there you go. And you kind of straight away see how seamless this is. Jordan, is the game any good? I'm really enjoying it. It's been a while since we've had a pretty looking MMO come out. I mean, I've had to play with the settings, admittedly. I've just screened anymore. YouTube is still running, so that's good. Looks satisfying when you execute. 100%. When everything starts coming together, you're like, that's tasty. There's something quite nice and crunchy about the way it plays as well. But I think that's just a really good use of sound design. And what do I get to play this for free tomorrow then, or do I have to pay? Oscar, as of tomorrow, the free-to-play is set to launch. As far as I can tell, there's been no changes to that whatsoever. One of the things I do love about this the most, if I'm honest with you, is I just really like turning into mounts. I know to an extent that kind of makes me a druid from WoW. And I'm not going to over-argue that, but it's cool. Oh, there we go. A bit upset that didn't work. Yep, We're just going to run around. You better not talk shit about druids. Yeah, I know. Is it free to play demo or is it free to play forever? Free to play forever. There are things like a battle pass, so there will be cosmetics locked behind that. The battle pass, I don't want to say it's pay to win, but the battle pass does help you progress. There's also a paid and free leveling pass, which does make some changes as well. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be rushing back from work to log in. There's some guys that are a part of the Respawning Discord as well, who I would normally be playing once human with, who are going to be jumping on. So my honest hope is that we start to make a guild. Is it free on Steam? Yep. Free on Steam, free on Xbox, and free on PlayStation. As of tomorrow, that is. Right now we're doing the Head Start Early Access bits and pieces.
Oh my, you really got them. Thank you so much. I must officially confess my
the armor mechanism. Do you mean just what the armor looks like?
What song of Henderson's were you curious about? Ah, that's an old hit from back in the day. It began like this. Let's drink it up. Let's.
Okay, once we've got through this bit of cutscene, I will have a look.
3, 1, 2, or was it?
This or New World when it releases.
Oh, if only those bandits hadn't stolen my scarf.
This is a difficult one because I've played New Worlds when it came out on PC, when it fresh launch. It's very there's two very different experiences, both very pretty experiences.
A few days ago, I was walking in short.
Personally, I'm probably going to be playing them both.
From and kill anyone they encounter in the desert, whether merchant or adventurer. I barely survived by playing dead.
You can definitely tell that I don't know how to move things around right now.
Seeing that you've hunted terrifying monsters, you must be a skilled
Carbonet was delighted to receive the crafting materials.
Okay,
and
armor.
tried to sing you Henderson's song, only to realize he couldn't remember
So
the very
this part for me
important
is
second
easier
half.
with mouse and keyboard.
He'd written the full lyrics on.
So there's plenty of armor. What was it? 6 or 7 weapon types, which you can mix and match. Armor, there's different types. As kind of what you would expect from this. Headpiece, chest piece, legs, hands, feet. Then you got your accessories. You've also got a cape as well. So very early on in the game, when they start teaching you how to do the crafting system, they want you to do. They basically go make armor. Make the armor. That's what we want. At that point, you've actually got a spare slot, which is your back slot. So when you do jump in, my main piece of advice is going to be make a cloak. Just don't be like me and make sure you kind of. It doesn't matter that much at the beginning of the game. If I'm honest, I just kind of went for what looked cool at the time, and that was before I was using some of my accessory packs as well. So you got the Mirror Boutique, where when you unlock outfits, you can start putting your outfits on your character. Oscar, you've got multiple accounts. I didn't realise just how different this armor set could look if you change the colour of it, and that's actually kind of cool. Especially with some other bits and pieces on here as well. This was probably the one of the pre-order items that I was least impressed by. As majestic as fuck as it looks. Also realising, is this game pay to win? Everyone tell them stay away from it. What's your thoughts? So, from a personal perspective, I don't think it's pay to win. I think there's going to be elements of it, but with all free-to-play games, it's there. I was watching Shroud play. You know, Shroud has played so many of these free-to-play or Korean MMOs, and he's like, you're basically paying for a 1 to 3% advantage. 1 to 3% is, let's be honest, fuck all. Hey Vat, welcome back. I need to very quickly add something because I've just realised that when people follow me, I'm not getting the sounds. But silly Tommy boy, yes, this is releasing tomorrow. There you go. So all my sounds will kick in now. Never played an MMO before. What do you recommend to put my effort in? What do you mean into this game, or do you just mean MMOs in general? And Ross, this is coming out free to play as of tomorrow, so it's probably worth waiting till tomorrow. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, Ross, this will be available on Xbox, PlayStation. Thank you very much for a money gun. Yeah, Ross, so it's out on Steam, out on Xbox, and out on PlayStation, so it's going to be everywhere. What else we got? I've been controller support for an MMO it's pretty banging, especially with the speed of the game. So I played Final Fantasy XIV with mouse and keyboard and with controller, and I've just enjoyed my time with both, and the same translates over here. MMO in general, got my thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for the gifts. So yeah, what's a good MMO to spend time in? It's a very difficult question, Mighty, if I'm honest with you. I mean, Baby Chaos is here. Baby Chaos would say that the best MMO that you could probably play as well. I mean, I've been there and kind of done that over however many years, like since I was 18, I think, when WoW first came out. But it's a good starter MMO. Gaming, what server am I on? Let's see. So I am on Ezekiel. This character, yeah, Ezekiel. So far, everything is up and going. Tokarini, can I play keyboard on console? That's a good question. I don't actually know. I haven't tried. But because it's Unreal Engine, there's probably a very good chance that you're going to be able to do both. Thank you very much, Gaming, for the follow! Should I get the pre-order versions or get the free version? Any benefit from the pre-order version? Tokani, thank you very much. Should I get the pre-order version? Pre-order version. Mighty Mo, thank you for the follow. Is it better than World of Warcraft? It depends who you ask. I prefer how fast-paced this is, if I'm honest with you, and I prefer how it looks. WoW, I think, as horrible as this is going to sound, World of Warcraft was great if it was your first MMO. And when WoW first came out, it was a very different landscape for MMOs. Like, the majority of the people that started playing it were people who, like, you would go to work or you'd go to school and people would go, hey, are you playing World of Warcraft? No, what's that? Oh, we can play this together. There's thousands of people. So there's still a lot of people in WoW now from that era that are just like, it's the only game I know. This or Elder Scrolls or Guild Wars 2. So, this is going to be a very opinionated view on this. This Elder Scrolls and Guild Wars 2 are all very similar in that while they've got like a holy trinity, i.e. you've got a tank, a DPS and a healer, to an extent you can get away from using that like holy trinity because classes can do multiple things. Guild Wars 2 and Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is great if you're an Elder Scrolls fan. To the point that I love Elder Scrolls Online, but I do end up going back to Skyrim and just modding the living shit out of it. Hey, well, no, look, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you very much for the for the gifts. I should be on tomorrow. I'm looking at starting a brand new character tomorrow, so I can get on the same server as other people. But tomorrow, that's a point as well. Mighty, if this is the first MMO that you were thinking of trying, tomorrow is going to be crazy. You're going to be joining servers. You're probably going to get kicked from servers as well. And it's just because there's going to be such an influx of people. So, in a perfect world, you would say, yeah, you'd be able to transfer. But when you consider that some of the basis of this game is going to be PvP focused, you're going to find... so all the servers right now, they're all labelled as early access servers. So they're going to... Essentially, they're going to segregate people, right? So you're going to have early access players and you're going to have people who... and free-to-play players. And that's because if you go into a server with early access people and you go, I want to fight... You're going to go in there and you're just going to get your ass kicked and it's going to put you out of the game. What time will it be live? I'm not sure. If I was to take a guess right now, I would say probably around 5 o'clock. Because there's going to be some server downtime. Should you get the pre-order version? Mighty Mo, so it comes with... let me get safe. Do you have to PvP? I don't like PvP. One of the biggest features of the game is going to be the PvP. I haven't been forced into it as of yet. But if you join a guild, one of the things that most guilds are going to be looking at trying to do is taking over areas. Oh. Well, fuck that. Let's try that again. There we go. I've got a feeling I should be here yet.
Must be somewhere over there.
Okay, but we're safe here. So, this armor.
Try to climb up here.
I am trying to. Let's not do that.
So easily.
So this armor that I'm wearing at the moment is one of the collectible armors.
Any glider can fly all the way here in one go if they take off from a high place like Taurus Memorial Hall.
So this is one of the things that you get from one of the pre-order packs. It's kind of cool, and it works. It looks pretty cool on male and female characters. This is another one. Personally, this isn't great for me. And then outside of these armors, you get some morphs as well. So I'm probably going to get this wrong, but the Radiant Wolf was one of them.
Must be somewhere over there.
Pretty sure the Shadow
Will you try to climb up here?
and the Shadow Lion. Which... Hey! It's Tom.
Unless you know how to use life like me. Any glider can fly all the way here in one go.
Oh, it still frightens me when that sound comes on. What server am I on? Currently on Ezekiel.
Somewhere.
Can you change the colour? Yes, you can of some of the armors. There's going to be some armors that you can't change colour of, but that's... Unfortunately, that's something you kind of get used to with MMOs, where some armor is customizable and some isn't. It's free tonight. What is the best damage dealer, bro? What's the best damage dealer? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'm doing a fair amount of damage as a ranger, but that's just because I'm kind of jumping in and jumping out. I would imagine it's going to be a character that's using the dual daggers and the dual crossbows. Fairy, what game is this? This is Throne and Liberty. Throne and Liberty, new MMO, made by Nexon, published by Amazon Games. It's available on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. The free-to-play launches tomorrow. Have you been having the same issues like I've been on Balandir? Yes. You mean like the world server stuff where it's kicking you out and everything, yeah? Because and yesterday I was having hell and dungeons as well, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna sign up with a dungeon. How does it compare to bigger MMOs?
Must be somewhere over there.
I like it because of how pretty it is.
Hey.
I know
Will you
that's
try to
probably
climb up here?
the wrong reason to be playing an MMO.
You won't
But-
make it up here so easily.
I enjoy it.
Unless you know how to
And I
use
enjoy the
glider
dungeons
like
as well.
me, that is. Any glider can fly all the way
Been a
here in one
nightmare.
go
I gave up
if
and
they
put it
take
down.
off from a
Tried
high
again this
place like
evening, started
Taurus
happening again.
Memorial Hall.
Yeah, this is going to be the way that it's going to go for a while, if I'm honest with you.
Somewhere. Damn it.
Why does WoW have so many players? Just because of the age of the game.
Gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that.
Hey, thank you very much for the heart, baby Chaos. Look, World of Warcraft is a really good game, and it's got a lot of, like, what am I? I'm 36 now, so when that came out when I was like 16, 17, I think, or 17, 18, and it was a behemoth back then. But the main reason why everyone was playing it was because everyone was going, "You've got this social experience." Hey, TTV Nitrox Retro, thank you very much for the follow.
You won't make it up here so easily. Unless you know how to use glide morph like me, that is.
So yeah, so World of Warcraft is about the staying power, is about the fantasy, and you're still going to have people from when the game first came out, where they got kind of pulled into this game for the social side of it. Fairy, thank you very much for the follow. Is it better? For some reason, everything on my phone is just blowing up. Yeah, that's me. Got it 2 days after release. Still play it now. Theory. By the way, guys, the reason why I'm not doing anything, I'm just queued for a dungeon because I want to get my loot.
Must be somewhere over there.
Hey, KD.
Hey, are you trying to climb up here?
I'm going to move away from this guy because he's actually annoying.
You won't make
And thank you very much for the heart, KD, you little cutie.
unless you know how to use glide morph like me, that is.
That felt weird that just came out of my mouth. I'm not going to lie. That was... Not that I'm complaining, but KD, you hear so much that it's just like, I'm comfy with it now. Help before I pre-download this game. Is it worth it? Jake, I think it's worth it. 100%. I mean, I'm still playing it. Over the weekends alone, from Friday, I put in around 32 hours. Which, for someone that hasn't been into an MMO for a while, that's quite a lot of hours. I've seen two... how many MMO games you actively play? So at the moment it's this. And... Once Human. I'm going to be jumping on New World as well after when the new stuff comes out later this month. As well as I play a lot of other RPGs. I just like playing games.
The Sandflame bandits are outlaws who steal from tax carriers and merchants, passing through the monolith wastelands.
I've downloaded it. Is it out properly? Tomorrow.
Because they're always drunk.
Fairy, I love board. For some reason, I'm about to say Borderlands. It's not Borderlands. Do I like Baldur's Gate 3? Yes. I'm terrible at it, and it does feel like it's the same voice actor, the narrator. That is. I'm gonna have to make sure my schedule is clear. Yeah, probably, because I think there's going to be a lot of kickouts tomorrow, KD. Should I buy the pre-order or wait? Mighty Mo, as you know, because you've never played an MMO before, I would say wait, get the free stuff. Play the free game, and then if you go, do you know what, that was a banging experience, put some money into it. Mitiana, I feel like I've had so much energy drink today, but not enough. Mitiana, yeah, I'm back. How am I finding it? Loving it. Mitt works. Mitt works so well for me. I'm still loving it. Over the weekend, I put in 30 odd hours. Admittedly, I wasn't streaming. I just had one of those weekends where I was kind of like, I just need to just chill, do my own thing, you know. Would I be able to get the skins that you got? So, Mo, one of the things is some of the skins that I've got are from the version of the pack that was like £84. When you don't know that you like the genre or the type of game that it is, to kind of throw that much money into it, like, I wouldn't want you to waste your money and then go, it was shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm blasting through the content at the moment and biding my time for New World and alternate between the two. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That plus Once Human. My throat is fucking dry.
How dare you trespass here?
Okay, party split. Not greatest idea. £81, wow. Maybe CD Keys has got it cheaper. I don't know if they have the pre-order packs. Got a couple of weeks before Once Human. Yeah, but, you know, Once Human, I've got to get back into it. If I don't start getting back into it soon, I'm never going to get back into it. £81 for cosmetic. How am I finding the game? I'm hyped to have it go tomorrow. Luke, I'm loving it. I've put in so much time into this. Even though I just tried to target someone on my own team. My controller is rumbling like fuck. 8.1 for cosmetics. Well, it was cosmetics. It was early access to the game, or head start. I mean, for me, I'm still like, it was worth it. I genuinely love this armor. What's looking like the best weapons? I was looking at dagger and bow. Luke, I think dagger and bow. I think it's going to be a solid. It gives you a bit of everything, but I think there's going to be some weird metas there. Like for me, daggers and dual crossbows, but that's also because I like Diablo 3. Still trying to decide on weapons at the moment. Loving the bow, but not completely sold on the staff as well. That makes sense. I mean, from what I've seen in from doing dungeons, there's some pretty sick bow stuff that goes on. Where's number 9 on my keyboard? There it is. I'm assuming there'll be shields. There'll be so many shields. This looks confusing. Is it easy to get on with? Yes. So, when it comes to confusion, and when I start to get a little bit overwhelmed, that's when I go to mouse and to my controller, because I find it a lot easier to keep up. Because for me, as a 36-year-old man who's I mean, I'm definitely younger than I look, and none of you have to say it. But, you know, I am getting on. Did you manage to play Lineage 2? This looks like it on steroids. Yeah. I read somewhere that this was supposed to be Lineage 3, but they ended up going in a different direction with it. I don't know how true that is. I'm planning on playing this tomorrow. Could you show the bow skill tree? Lancelot, give me... wait until after I've done the dungeon and I'm happy to show you. Oh no, I've got a chance now. Skills. There we go. Could you buy the bundle after release? Would have been good. I don't know if that will still be there. So most of these skills I've got on my toolbar, so I'm probably just going to show you in gameplay if that's alright. Just because I remember what the buttons do, I don't remember what they actually mean. Thanks, Smith. I appreciate you. I mean, Mighty, I bought it on Steam. But Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation, they're all they're linked together. While I'm trying to keep up with everything and do a dungeon, have I caught up with everyone? Minus the boss who just walked in a completely different direction than me. Yeah, I do have 12 years in UKD. What server? At the moment I'm on Ezekiel. But because you are, well, early access aren't going to be able to play with free to play at the start, I'm going to be starting a new character tomorrow. So I can be on the same server as KD and another guy who normally frequents here called Invisible to me. This better on a controller or mouse and keyboard? Shady for me. I'm loving it on a controller. The only thing I haven't been able to figure out how to do... the only thing so you see right now that this nasty 59, he's got like a gold symbol on him. That means he's selected as my heal target. But I'll be honest with you, on a mouse and controller... On a controller, I have no idea how to... select who my heal target is. I can't figure it out.
dare you trespass?
Thomas, is it good? I'm loving it. Almost sounded like a McDonald's advert then. Didn't mean to. Okay, tank's gone balls to the wall. I mean, and the same to anyone, really. If you want to send me a message, I can invite you to our Discord server. You get out of there. Comparing to other MMOs, considering I haven't played an MMO for a while now, I went back for the Final Fantasy XIV expansion, put a metric shit ton of time into catching up to get to Dawn Trail, and then I kind of took a break for a little bit. So outside of that, I haven't really played that many MMOs. I would drop you a message after live. More than happy to join Discord group up. Sweet. What server you be on? Mighty, not sure yet. I don't think the free-to-play servers have been announced. Why are you going elsewhere? Okay, attack him. Oh, and it's worth saying as well, actually, if you do want to, play and you're going to be playing on a console, the servers are cross-platform as well. I haven't streamed for 1 year. Might do one with you, mate. I'll leave you a text for Discord. Yeah, man, do it. Is it released for console tomorrow? Oh well, it is out on console, but early access. The free-to-play, like everywhere else, is launching tomorrow. And more servers as backup in case of overflow. They're going to need the overflow, if I'm honest with you. And Chris Ramby, thank you very much for sharing the live. And Tokeny, thank you very much for the like as well. I mean, I'll take the ore if you don't want it. No, they do want it. It's okay. We're okay. We're in a good place. It's cool. It's cool. It's all right. Yeah, but when you consider there hasn't been a new MMO come out in quite a while now, it's exciting for so many reasons. He tempted me to buy the game. Here is 82 gone from my wallet. Just remember, before this comes back on me, that I did say it might be risky. So I know that I'm semi-paying attention to what I'm doing in game right now, but these pools are a mess, and I think the dungeon's going to be really rough. The boss of the dungeon's going to be really rough. Do I know the mechanics of the boss? Yes. Managed to complete it yesterday, but it did... Right, that's my bad. I decided, fuck it, I'm going to build a tank. Can't wait for this tomorrow. KD, I will help you along the way with the tank stuff. I do know the boss fight mechanics. And it's one of the reasons why I do like the game. And you're going to kind of see how kind of crazy it is. So, the biggest problem that we've got is the fact that we miss so much.
How dare you trespass here?
Might, as long as you kind of listen to players, because at the end of the day, a good chunk of the combat content is going to be group content. So as long as you're not kind of going, oh, don't tell me how you like. You know, one of the oldest things in MMOs is you didn't pay my sub. You don't pay my sub. As long as you don't go in with that attitude, you'll be fine. I played the career quite long, finished tier 2 dungeons, tier 1 is nothing yet. Yeah, that's kind of... In some cases, that's my fear, if I'm honest with you. Zoe, when's it coming out? I don't know. I don't know when the free-to-play will launch. I would imagine it would echo the pay to the early access. So around 5 PM. But I would imagine what's going to happen is that servers are going to go down. They're going to launch a patch. And then as soon as that maintenance is done, that the servers will be live. I don't think you can really stagger it. Uh, 2.8 to 3k. So that doesn't feel like that much of a stretch right now because I'm like at 1.2. I had a hard time with MMORPGs as they're very multiplayer based and I get a lot of anxiety of being bad. There will always be people that are worse. Right now, I'm one of them. Get in there. I think also with MMORPGs you can get a... Everyone has their own end game or their end goal. So if you do end up being like bad at PvP, for example, start doing dungeons. Get your gear from dungeons. Start learning the crafting system. Doing dailies that way, getting stronger, selling your stuff. That's how much of a bastard I am in Final Fantasy 14, or was in Final Fantasy 14. What builds the meta? I'll be honest, bub or boob, I don't know. According to Mit Limbo, 5 PM UTC. Oh. Also, everyone, just want to say thank you very much for the watches and the follows and everything today, and that's on TikTok and YouTube. And Cry Taylor, thank you very much for the follow. Right, this might be a really bad time to mention it, but I've got a really itchy nose right now. Run away! No, don't get close. So that attack right there is probably like the hardest part about this entire fight, especially when you got a healer who does want to heal you. So someone that isn't a tank will get targeted by a green column. Oh, 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 nope, nope, nope. Get up there. Someone else needs to do it. I'm not liking all the close calls. Yep, so someone will get a green collar on them, or cone on them. They have to move away from the monster, and people, which should be the tank, needs to absorb the fire attacks that get thrown at that particular player. If no one intervenes, that player will, will wipe. And then what you saw just a moment ago was he starts to basically go on fire, and he starts pushing fire and poison all across the arena. And you see that there are these chains. You have to jump up on a chain to then release the water to put him out. Mighty Mo, this game will WoW for me right now. It's this. Will it be WoW later? Maybe. Is Throne worth it? I play retail currently. I think it's worth it as a way to get rid of, away from Battlegrounds. Also, as weird as this is going to sound, it's really nice to get away from things like deadly boss mods. Come on, buddy. And I still didn't get anything I wanted to. What? So, for me, this or well. Mighty Mo, with it being your first MMO, and considering the fact I'm playing Throne and Liberty right now, for it being your first MMO, I would suggest WoW. Like 100%. You get storyline all the way through. It will be great from a first-time perspective. You've got dungeons all the way through. The community can be a little bit toxic, but any game that's got like cooperative goals will be toxic. You don't have, so in this game, so you saw me, we beat the boss. Beating the boss was sick as opened a chest. I'm only allowed to open a certain amount of chests per day, and it's not like you can pay. Okay, Stinky. Almost read the full name. You're right. I prefer Final Fantasy XIV, but it's slower. And I feel that if you're going to jump into Final Fantasy XIV... That's a good question, actually. Mighty Mo, do you like Final Fantasy? I don't want to fight you. Go away. Left me alone. You just throw something at me. That's true. Realm Reborn took forever, and it's such a drag. Realm Reborn, if it's your first time, well, it depends on the advice that you give people, Stinky. If you go around going, when you finish a Realm Reborn, the game is banging. You know, that's going to put people off because they're like, I have to rush through. I never give people that advice anymore. This game is great, but to keep up and have fun, you need to spend money, especially in PvP. As long as that money is through Battle Pass, I don't mind. Pew pew pew. Sorry, you on console? No. I'm on Steam right now. I'm just using a controller. Mike wins this free on PS5 tomorrow. Tully, is this good? I'm loving it. I'm around 40. I must be around 40, 45, 50 hours now. Over 2 characters.
Oh, but did you learn the lyrics, my friend? Oh, that's it! Now I remember. The columns heart you mentioned probably refers to the stone fragments I hid away at Sienna's request.
One world? Do you mean New World? Pew pew pew. Thank you for the follow. I should probably mention, so I am streaming on YouTube at the same time, and normally I have a chat bot on YouTube, which kind of mixes YouTube, what's happening on YouTube and happening on TikTok. So everyone that's watching on YouTube, sorry, if you're confused as fuck, it's because everyone's on TikTok at the moment. Very hard just on Battle Pass, only if you can play a lot of hours, but even then, yeah, I feel like that will probably eventually change, and that's just because you're going to have people that are going to be like, it's like, oh, it's a Western audience, right? Yeah, so things will eventually change. Like, Fortnite was fucking hard to grind at the beginning. But yeah, Mike, New World. Is it better? I consider them to be just speaking 2 completely different games.
There's a clue in the lyrics.
I like this for story, but New World at the moment is an unknown to me because I have no idea what it is going to look like with the Alternium. Is that the name of it?
Upon reading the lyrics, Henderson said that he'd heard that Sienna, a comrade of his, had broken the heart-shaped stone into pieces and hidden them away. Apparently, the pieces can be collected and put back together using a device in the chapel. He told you to remember the following lyrics. Let's fuse the heart.
How does it feel with a controller? So, melee and ranged, banging. Banging. Like, I genuinely like it. It's missing a, what's the word? Like a sensitivity. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm one of those dickheads that will sometimes go, this is really pretty, and I will just start walking through the environment going, yeah. Wow. You can't walk in this. Not with a controller, anyway. Yeah, PvP, that's the part that I am worried about. Like, it does feel kind of easy to just kind of look at people, but PvP is going to be fucking insane with just some of the number of peoples that you... number of people that you can have on there. So I think it is going to be absolutely nuts with a controller. But... yeah, it might be impossible, but you kind of stop and think, Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO that has controller support, right? And some of the world firsts are controllers. Like, please don't tell me I've got to do PvP. So, KD, on stream, I'm going to tell you don't have to do PvP. But when you get on Discord, I'm going to tell you you've got to fucking do PvP. I'm going to slap you around like a rabid dog and then send you in there. You seem proper chill. Thank you very much. Proper chill, but also a little bit crazy. Thank you, Mike. Sometimes I look back on my footage and I go, what was I doing? Praise the Sun's part of that now. Right. What server am I playing? I'm currently on Ezekiel. Tomorrow that will probably change because people like KD, the people that are on my Discord who are going to be wanting to play this, because I've done the early access stuff, I'm not going to be able to play with them until they lose the restriction that... Right, log out. Hang on, let me leave the party, because otherwise that's going to make me sad. No, I know how to play the game. There you go. Did you say you can't move without a controller? No, you can. It would just be very difficult in PvP. Otherwise... Gazatron! Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah. Yeah, mouse and keyboard's easy, and I need to play all my keybinds. For those that were here in the dungeon, you saw that when there was like a purple circle and it was just getting smaller, if you block at the right time, you can parry. Now, block is Q. Yeah, so that's like, bam. Blocked. But you can dodge as well. And right now, because I haven't played with my keybinds, that's also Q. So I'm holding like WAS and D, like, I want to go this way. R makes sense. Oh, it does make sense. Right, thank you. I'm a dumbass. Evil, is this game game only good playing with others, or is it worth it solo? I've spent a good chunk of it solo. And going through and just kind of like exploring, doing dumb stuff like fishing. I've been having a really good time with it. Oh, that's the point. I need to go do that. Yep, go to the house. I think a big chunk, like any MMO, you're going to need a static or a guild. My hope would be that I would make a guild, but it's about finding people. Yes, of course I've been fishing. So if none of you have seen me play any other game, if it's got fishing in, I'm off fucking fishing. And I ain't stopping. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Wait, I thought my expedition was finished. That's why I came here. Claim rewards. Thank you. Yes. There we go. Be careful of ranged weapons as you might attack bosses too soon. Yes, one which I have learned the hard way, but it's funny. It's funny when you do. It's funny when you do it wrong the first time around. It's B. So yeah, so KD and Mitt as well, because you were here the last time I was playing. The way that I'm streaming right now is the quality higher than it was before. Go the other way. Other way. You don't know, you've slept. Okay, so the changes... I guess all I've got to do now is try to see how things are better on YouTube. What level are we? Well, Leegi, we're level 32. And admittedly, a good chunk of that is because I've spent some time kind of grinding in dungeons. Just taking it slow. Currently on Ezekiel. Do the main quest, get the 50 AS. Hey, that... Yeah, so I think that for me, when I start doing the main, you know, when I join the next server, that's going to be my plan. And I'm also toying with the idea of being a healer. Ah! It's a I don't know what that sound was. It's a small world when it comes to servers. Excuse me. And yeah, no, I definitely know. I was the same. Like, I was in work today and I was just like going, I want to play Throne and Liberty. I want to do it. You were struggling to do a side quest at the beginning as there are too many people trying to kill. Yes. So, it's weirdly enough, this is actually one of the clips that I'm going to be doing. But the first time that I, got through the tutorial, and when the game actually starts, and you have the Throne and Liberty logo, and then it just kind of popped, and there was just people as far as the eye can see, and I was just there like, I haven't seen this in an online game for such a long time. Any tips on getting blue gear? I am the same. All I want to do is grind to this game. Yep. Do I know how to get one of the best rings? Nope. Is it by making 4 of certain rings, putting them in the lithograph book, and then getting a ring as a reward? Hey, so I do know! As a surprise to myself. No, I'm going around. It's nice to know that I've somehow I've somehow absorbed that information from somewhere else. Adam, how am I playing? It's not out yet. So there is early access. So there are 3 packs. The game is free to play, launching as of tomorrow. But I was one of those guys that kind of went, I'm really excited. I want to play now. So I bought the pack on, was it Thursday that early access started? I think it was Thursday. Thursday or Friday. On a day where I was excited. Thursday, thank you. Thank you, mate. Hey, Adam, thank you very much for the follow. And Lee G, thank you very much for the follow as well. No, that makes... all that matters is that you eventually found your way to me, mate. We'd be able to use those skins from early access and free-to-play server if you've collected it on this one. I don't... Jerry! Thank you very much for the follow. Yes, sometimes it's just the game, right? It's why I stay far away from the Steam porn games, because if I streamed them, I wouldn't be here for long. Shiro, have not ignored you. Current level and build. Currently level 32. I am playing as a ranger. I haven't given too much thought. I probably should be putting more thought in. But as of tomorrow, I'm going to be running as a healer. Right, I came here for the respawn. I got lost in Pedro. There's just some things you shouldn't say out loud, man. That's one of them. Oh, I'm ready to heal you. You ready for me to shout you? Paladins are indestructible. Yeah, so I was going to go Paladin. But I'm going to be honest with you, I have this one really big issue. Which is, as soon as I picked up a wand, I started running around going, Avada Kedavra, Kurva. But louder than that. I'm getting a bit tired. So my problem with being a Paladin is I would just be running around doing that the entire time. I'm not a class act, but, you know, I get by. Right, what am I doing here? Find the Golem's Heart. My defense is down. Ghost Knight, thank you very much for the follow. I'm likely to run Bow and Dagger on whichever server you end up going. That's cool. That excites me more than it should. But if you play Paladin, you have a problem. Yes. So that's kind of why KD, this one's probably more aimed at you. So if you are going as a tank, you might have a... Well, they're more PvP, aren't they? Paladin. Right, yeah, now I know what I'm doing. Basilisk. That's you. Get your booty over it. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Get in the hole. Thank you. Wait, don't touch my basilisk, you bitch. Good. Just as a tank or a healer and get shouted at in dungeons. Yeah, that's what I do in every other MMO. That is the experience. It's probably not the smartest thing for me to do. But chaos reigns, right? Right, Mandrake, get your ass over as well. Yeah, that's pretty much how our once human experience goes. Hey, Steve, how you doing today, buddy?
You hunted all the monsters and collected the ingredients needed for the solution to open.
You hunted all the monsters. Well done.
Inserting the ingredients in a bottle and shaking it produced the shiny
Tank blames healer and DPS. Healer blames tank and DPS. DPS causes the problems but blames them. Yeah. Step in fire, we're going to fall out. Especially with me as a healer. Colin, heal me, bruv. KD, stop bloody dying. Back and forth. Oh yeah, like Invis is going to be very upset with me, especially with me as a healer. Steve, a veteran Final Fantasy 14 player. This worth me picking up? It depends what you're looking for. One of the things I didn't like about Final Fantasy 14, there's a few, but one of the things I don't like about Final Fantasy 14 is the PvP. I think this will definitely give you that experience that you're not getting in Final Fantasy. Their story's pretty good. There's no Alphino or Aliise, so you will miss them. But you can become Thancred. But is it worth picking up? Is it worth picking up as a free-to-play game? Yes. Just because it's an experience. No, there's plenty of story, and the story's pretty good. They do this bit where they sometimes it's cutscenes, sometimes it's kind of like a storybook. There's a lot of voice acting, which on a personal side is kind of what I want more of in Final Fantasy 14. Just because for the most part the voice acting is really, really good. To be honest, this game will be free to play from tomorrow, so no real harm in trying it at least. Yeah, no, absolutely. Looks like a copy-paste of classic WoW. Oof! Who hurt you? Is it like... No, it's more like lineage. Or lineage, depending on how you want to pronounce that, but it's lineage. Is the combat real time or like queuing attacks? It is queuing attacks. So while you can have an action camera, which is pretty cool, and it works from a PvE perspective, really nice. In PvP, it's going to be chaos. Voice acting in the main story, MSQ, yeah. I do like this morph though. Less so, I probably shouldn't have landed and everything. Oh, and Steve, while there's a fair amount of equipment, it's not going to be what you're used to from Final Fantasy XIV perspective, where like, I mean, it's a bit different now in Final Fantasy XIV from a new player perspective, but yeah. So you know how the expansion, while there's leveling gear, so every 2 levels, but then you've also got dungeon gear plus your endgame gear. It's not like that from this. So you will once I'm safe, you have to enchant your gear. So if I use these trousers as an example, I have to use... You can't see all of this on TikTok, so I'm sorry. But you see you should see there's a circle. And I've got these tokens which I can then pump into it. Once I've put a token in, there's a 40% chance it'll be a bit of EXP, 30% it'll be a bit more, so on. So then you would level up that gear. And then it progressively becomes harder and harder to do as you go on. So it's definitely oh my god, it's definitely an investment. I haven't been vaping, honestly. Vaping. I think I said smoking. One of the things I do find weird about the game is how, and it makes sense, right? But the more morphs you have, levels up the things that you can do. Nice Morpheus, not spending that much though. Yeah, I couldn't stop myself. I did it more for the emote. Which is regal as fuck. Might try and grab the flying stag for the glider. I need to have a look at that one myself. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the gear system in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, so then this could be a really nice kind of like break away from it. I mean, it does make the difference, but sometimes you just kind of go, I'd really like I like changing how my character looks. Like, it's really bad that I'm wearing a cosmetic as I say that, but I really like changing the way that my character looks. Oh, there's a dusty old stone chest. Do I think New World will crush this? No. Chrono Odyssey. I need to have a look at. Because I feel like the name is familiar. I'll just take the stairs here. But I'm not sure what it is. I'll be honest with you, actually. If there's an MMO that I'm really, really, really excited for, it's that Arcade Chronicles. Is this from Midnight? I don't think so. I think what the next thing that will happen, Steve, is that the servers will go down. They'll do maintenance, and then they'll open it up to everyone, and then it's going to be a little bit of chaos. But do you know what? I say chaos. The amount of times that I've been kicked out over the last weekend, over the weekend, I never had to queue to get back in. So I need to see this Chrono Odyssey. Yeah, Katie, if you can wait till I get home, and then we'll figure out what our plan is. Service have gradually been getting better, and they've been sending plenty of compensation also. Yes, they have been, but at the same time, it's also been a little bit weird.
I can't wait to see how much brown mica they hold.
That's it. It's been a while since the stonemasons stopped working because of the monsters.
Because right now, I don't see any value
This time as well.
in any of this.
Right.
Because that's what they've been given. They've been giving away the ornate coins. Actually, do you know what? Looking at that, yeah, I do see where the what's worth now. If you can get gravestones from it. Because as cute as that is, I don't even know if that's actually on screen. It's on the screen, but badly. Like, as cute as I find that thing, it's a morph. Hey, Sarge. Sarge is probably the best thing to call you. Thank you very much for the follow, Sarge. I like being kind of a big deal. The gravestones are good also. Yeah, okay. This guy's cool though. This guy's as badly as he fits on the screen. Because while there's gravestones and stuff, and I'm not going to be great when I get level 50 straight away.
How are the preparations going?
Boxes and golems to carry the brown mica are ready, and a registry to write the participant name is also ready.
Don't forget to divide the registries up into 4 places for adventurers to easily access.
Of course. We have also prepared flags for dividing places.
Got a gamer guy.
If my friend Henderson had been here, he would have sung an exciting song.
I am. It's not that I'm tired. You're tired.
Okay,
Got a clan or a gaming community? Yes. So when I first started streaming, I met KD, and KD made me make a Discord. So we do have a Discord. And at the moment, it is pretty much filled with everything once human. Mitt, it's been a long day. So yeah, what I'd say, Sarge, and to anyone else that wants to join as well, just send me a message, or KD, because he likes being abused, and we will send you some invites to our Discord. I should probably do this event while I'm here, right? No, we were going to ignore it. I did ping you a message. Yeah, you've never really had a choice, if I'm honest, KD. Yes, I will definitely get to your message, Mitt. No, we're going to go do the quest. We can do the quest. I know they're feeling You're normally up from 4
It's
a.m.
almost about time to start.
Rough.
Mr. Secretary, are all preparations complete?
Yes. The hammer, axe, chisel, and tree registry are all ready.
Good. Now, it's time to call in the adventurers. I'm excited to see what kind of talent they will show us.
It feels really weird lying in that. It's amazing I'm pulling these. Yeah, that's how I feel about just MMO gaming in general. Steve, does this self-control support? Yes. And from the time that I put in with controller, it's actually really good controller support for an MMO.
Each of the 3 fragments is marked with dots.
I just wouldn't recommend it for healing or PvP. So if I... Dean, is it free to play? Yep. Free to play as of tomorrow.
Hello all, I'm
It really
Sienna
does.
Pine, head of the Stone Guard Stonemasons Association. Recently, it has become possible to gather brown mica from the basilisks and mandrakes in the abandoned stonemason town. The Stonemasons Association is tasking adventurers with helping procure that brown mica. Good idea, right? Trust that we will make this worth your while, so we hope you'll all lend us a hand.
That runs great on PlayStation 5. Not that I'm a PlayStation 5 fanboy or anything. Love God of War. I've got to select registry. Registry. This will be my registry. Is there much of an end game? My hope would be... I think the majority of the end game is going to be PvP focused and castle sieges and stuff, but I could be wrong. Between tiers, dungeons, raids, alliance, PvP, yeah. And fishing. 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 Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I guess the beauty is from a Final Fantasy XIV perspective, you're kind of used to live events. So events do have a timer, which you can see, timer and a schedule. So you will see when certain events are going to be popping up. They're a little bit less regular than Fates, but you'll be doing them across the whole world, if I'm honest. And if you're an achievement whore, like me, you will be doing all the Fates. Ah, you bastard. Yeah, he's yours. Basilisk. Oh. Have I done something wrong? Have I just been going around killing stuff and that's not actually what I'm doing?
We've prepared 4 registries for which you can log your participation. You'll need to jot down your name in the registry to receive rewards. Got it?
What, I have? Thank you very much for the follow, Steve. It's just the confusion on my face. I'm like, what? So I have 1 brown mica. They have 4 brown mica. I want their brown mica. Isn't achievement grind just a perk of being older? No. When did my TV turn on? My house is haunted. I mean, I don't have to admit. Hey, okay, so I'm doing the right thing. It's cool. Is it cool?
It's been 5 minutes. How are the registries looking?
Oh.
Here are the interim results.
Hit him then. It was just like I looked up at my screen to just see that my screen behind me is on. I'm like, what the f Right, I actually got a hand stuff in, so... Okay, so how do I gather the most brown mica, which is a registry? So how do I actually register it?
Let's see. And we have a special reward for the person listed in each registry who collects the most brown mica. You can transfer your name to a different registry at any time before the mica hunt ends. If 2 adventurers gather the same amount, the one who finished first will be the winner.
I'm just here for a participation trophy. I'm not here for... I'm more confused that some of these just aren't dropping what I'm after. Where are you? Ayo, is this game treating you? Jumping in for the first time tomorrow and looking forward to it. I've been having a really good time, Darren. If I'm honest with you. Maholo. Is this game out now on all consoles? So tomorrow's going to be the start of the free-to-play. Right now, I mean, you could get one of the early access packs. It's probably not worth it. Considering the fact that you won't have much of an early access. So I think we found out that it was starting tomorrow at 5 UTC. Aaron, this is Throne and Liberty. It's the latest MMO by Nexon, published by Amazon Games. And tomorrow is going to be the start of their free-to-play. And it's available on Xbox, PlayStation, and on PC.
Officer, please announce the current standings in each registry.
Here are the interim results.
So like you have quests to complete, etc., and grind your way up. Yep, so there's quests, dungeons, raids, a little bit later, PvP. It's a crafting system, it's something which you're going to get acquainted with while you're playing through. Dungeons, the boss fights are actually pretty difficult, at least from the perspective of, you know, group coordination. I mean, so far I've put in around like 30-40 hours up into the game. I've got no regrets, it's actually pretty good. But also it's just been really nice because while I do enjoy playing on mouse and keyboard, sometimes it's just nice to have that opportunity to kind of like walk away, sit back, relax, use a controller. Right, Basilisk. Basilisk. But yeah, like, considering the fact that it is going to be a free-to-play, or, you know, it is about to be free-to-play, I don't regret paying for early access. Like, I was genuinely excited to have a brand new MMO come out. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Didn't realise I was losing so much health. Hey, Adam, thank you very much for the follow.
Here are
the interim results.
Interim results. Just give me my sweet EXP and reward. Nope, leave me alone. Nope, nope, nope. Adam, hi, are you playing on console? No, Adam, I'm playing on PC at the moment. Sometimes I just get a little bit, while doing PvE stuff, I just get a little bit like, let's chill, gonna use a control for now. Justin, what game is this, please? Justin, so this is Throne and Liberty. The free-to-play launches tomorrow on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Justin. I kind of feel like I've killed a lot more basilisks than I do have Micah.
I can feel the tension rising. Officer, how's it looking?
Here are the interim results.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like it's been a very long time since we've had a decent, maybe the wrong word to use, but just an MMO in general. It's pretty, it's fast-paced, and for a free-to-play, it kind of can't go wrong with it. Coming to get you. Is there a lot to do? Yeah. PvP, dungeons. There's a story to play through. Voice-acted cutscenes. Events. Open world bosses. As well as a crafting system. Guild conquest system. And fishing. A nice bit of fishing. Coming to get you.
Time is almost up. Has everyone entered their name in a registry?
Here are the interim results.
Do I think the game will last? Oh, I hope so. I think you're going to find... Oh, it's difficult. I think there's definitely something here for crowds of game. You know, like you think about Final Fantasy XIV. Well, Final Fantasy XIV has its PvP crowd, and the PvP is kind of crazy. It doesn't really have anything on a big scale. On a big scale, which is satisfying. So I think this will take some of that crowd. Same from... WoW's got a lot. And it kind of knows how to tickle your fancy from PvP, PvE, but there's still nothing as big as what this is promoting in terms of PvP. And so I think what will happen is you'll go, you play WoW, you play Final Fantasy XIV. You'll get to a point you go, okay, I'm up to date on all the content now. I'm going to go and play something else, and then I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to get back up to date on my main game, and then I'll go back to my sub game.
There's 1 minute left, adventurers. It's not over till it's really over.
Here are the interim results.
Because also, keeping in mind, well, a lot of people are going, you know, well, what about New World?
30 seconds left.
It's going to be new to
Adventurers,
console, but it's not new
there's a
to
reward waiting for you.
PC player base, is it?
Here are the interim results.
And that's time. I will now call out the names of today's 4 most outstanding adventurers. The Stonemasons Association plans to hold more events like today's slaying of basilisks and mandrakes to
Tubular
claim
locked.
Brown Micah in the future.
Yeah,
I look forward to
I think it
seeing you
will.
again.
It will scratch
And
that
I wish
itch
you
as
the best
someone
of
that
luck in your
doesn't have a
adventures.
lot of choice
Happy
on
travels.
console. One thing I like about playing on PC is you can play like a console player. Yeah, that's pretty much my life here. It really looks like a glorified Guild Wars 2 with better graphics. Yeah. Korean MMO. When you start to get to ones that have got a high budget, that's pretty much what you get. Like, I'm waiting for that remark to kind of like bite me in the ass at some point, but like that's just how I think MMOs go. Abandoned town. Right. What time? Yeah, well, way more budget. Amazon product, right? It's Amazon are publishing it, but they're not the developers. I think the developer is Nexon. Somewhere safe. Which goes there. No, go back to town. Oh, so if none of you have ever seen this before, so I'm all the way over here. I'm going to teleport to this town here. Glorious. I think for free to play, you can't go wrong. Even if you don't like, you haven't wasted any money. Yeah. I don't think so, because I don't think in Korea Amazon published it. I think it was completely separate. On your PC, need to build one myself. What's the specs? Send me a message and I'll get back to you on that one, because it's been so long, and because it's now so late, I'm also like, I'm close to drooling. Which, actually, on that note, this is I'm gonna stop there for the evening. So what I would say, look, everyone, thank you very much for watching on TikTok and on YouTube. I don't know, I'm just staring at it like, that's why I'm ending the stream there, because I'm derping out. But what I would say, look, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the follows as well. And if you, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. And for the time being, I am planning on just kind of streaming this. There is going to be a Sword Art Online game that's coming out soon. So that will be a part of my stream schedule, just because I am a sucker for Sword Art Online. But yeah, you know, thank you for the follows, and thank you for your time. I'm confused because I'm streaming in a different way compared to normal. There we go. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much, John Wood. It's a really bad time though, because I am going. And thank you very much, Critical. Thank you very much for the follow as well. But yeah, have a good